Okay, now we're on. All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Hope everyone's having a nice morning this morning. It is Thursday, April 21, 2022. Bottom right corner of your screen, click on that white logo, turn on notifications, subscribe to our channel, like our videos. Actually, last night I couldn't really sleep, and I kept thinking about making videos for you guys, and I was thinking about kind of doing like an options boot camp, kind of explain how, when I talk about things so you guys can follow along. A lot of people have asked me, what is ES? I always keep talking about ES, S&P futures. If you are a regular to the channel, you know that that's basically like the meat and potatoes of the channel is S&P. We're always talking about the S&P. Obviously, we talk about other stocks that you want to talk about, as always, but the S&P really gives us like kind of the center focal point of where everything is and where the market is going. So look out for that video. I'm going to go ahead and post it on YouTube. I'm just going to do it kind of like impromptu, maybe during market hours, kind of explain things. Kind of, again, I'm going to call it like Options Bootcamp, your quick guide to options. It's going to be very, very like quick, very fast paced, really geared towards beginners. So if you're a little more on the advanced side, maybe you've been with us for a while, maybe it's not a video that you need to watch, but if you're a beginner and you really are trying to grasp stocks and options and how to kind of see it in a professional trader's manner every day, if you're watching this every day, I'm going to get that video out. So I don't have an exact date when I will do it. More likely could possibly be today, tomorrow, the weekend. It's fine. It just depends on the market movement as I'm watching the market as we go. But make sure to click that notification little bell on YouTube or whatever. Click on that. It'll turn on notifications. You'll be notified on your app or on your computer when the video is out. So again, it'll be a free video for everybody. Again, it'll be, I think it's going to be a fun one. It's a lot of things to revisit. I'm going to talk about the VIX. I'm going to talk about E-mini futures. Why is that important? Kind of the most important stocks to watch, building a watch list, kind of doing Fibonacci's together, you know, just kind of a quick boot camp. Again, really rapid fire. Watch that, take notes. I think you guys will enjoy it. And again, of course, it'll be free. All right, let's go ahead and talk about it. The Dow is up 238 points this morning. NASDAQ up 1.22%. Thank you, Tesla. S&P futures up 0.89%. Again, thank you, Tesla. It is about the fifth largest weighted stock in the ETF, which is SPY. Russell 2000 futures are up 0.86%. Crude oil is up about 1%, 103.25 a barrel. Gasoline up 0.77%, 331.02. 10-year yields kind of going up a little bit, but not too much, about 14 basis points, 2.855%. US dollar, 115. Remember that 100 level was so important. Very, very kind of similar to the gold 2000 level. Remember that crude 100. It's funny how those round numbers kind of work. It's called the round number theory. A lot of market makers, traders kind of look out for like how kind of human beings kind of like where that round number is. You know, the Dewey Decimal System, the 10 best dressed, the top 10, 10 commandments. It's always like numbers of 10. And for some reason, humans kind of gravitate for that being support. Maybe I'm a little guilty of that too. Look at 4,500 being my alert. We'll get to that in a second. The VIX down 1.82 this morning at below 20, 1995. Below 20 again, like we talked about, is bullish. It's good to see that. Gold is down 0.27% this morning, 19.50 an ounce. 24.88 for silver futures, down 1.5%. Euro dollar's up 35 pips, 108.89. They had their CPI number out for the Eurozone, higher than expected. 128.14 for the dollar yen, up 24 pips this morning. Bitcoin is also up very nicely, so are the other coins. Again, I haven't sold anything in regards to crypto. I'm still kind of where I'm at. 42,745 per coin on the future side, 31.65 on Ethereum. All right, so I'm going to answer this. I'm going to take a look real quick at some headlines. We're going to go over E-mini futures together. I know you got questions, and definitely answer them as I go along. Take a look at S&P futures yesterday, so I'll kind of give you a timeline. I did open SPY calls, the 450s. We were talking about that yesterday, I believe, in the morning. I think I touched on it in the afternoon. So it is a signal out for our members. So we are watching, obviously, S&P futures as we get closer to the open. 4,500 would basically get us in the money on SPY 450 calls. Yesterday's movement, if you guys are subscribed to our TikTok, I'm starting to get into it. The only problem is that it's only 30 seconds long. If you're interested in following us, it's at G.A.R Capital. I'm the one who does the TikTok videos. I'm not really sure how to be entertaining online, to be honest with you. But again, it's just information to help you guys kind of understand as we go along. I'm trying to make it more interactive so you guys start really starting to understand, like, you don't have to be a seasoned many years trader to understand at least the basics. So when you see your portfolio move or when you're doing trades, you kind of have a little bit of a background. So again, 4,500 being the level. Yesterday we got long. We had a nice push. I think we got in right around 44.70, 44.75 on ES in terms of SPY. We went ahead and broke that support of 44.54. 3 p.m. we did bounce. And again, I sent the TikTok video right around that level, expecting a breakout. I even tweeted about it. So again, if you want to take a look at our Twitter, I said S&P verge of breakout. But then we broke down and then we bounced overnight. So again, yes, it is a breakout, but 4,500 is a key level. Why is that? So again, I'll be getting out of SPY calls in the morning. President Biden will speak at 9:45 regarding Ukraine, so I expect a little bit of selling off in the morning. I'm not saying the day will be red, but I expect a little bit of profit taking in the morning. So the key here on S&P futures is on the daily. So right now we are above the 200-day, which is a very, very important level. That's a very important level to establish trend. I'll go over that in that video that I'm going to come out with the options bootcamp. So 44.90 is that 200-day. We're clear above it. That's great. About 5 handles, 4.5 handles. But now we're coming to the 20-day. And the 20-day is a very good way to take a look at shorter term in terms of the days of the moving average, or the 20 days of the last stock price, right? Or the asset price. So the 20-day really kind of gives us a little bit of an idea. Why do I say the 20-day, right? Why is the 20-day important all of a sudden? Well, the reason I do is because the hourly, which I trade short term for options, is the 20-day right here. 20-day chart, 1 hour candles. So again, I just moved it over to the daily, being the 20-day moving average. And again, these moving averages are just showing you the path of the average. Are you above average or below average? Think of it as a batting average when it comes to baseball. Again, every player has their own batting average. Some hit 300, some hit 200, some hit 250, and so on and so forth. So again, having those stats is important to see an improvement in the asset price or going down in the asset price. So why do I have 4,500 as a resistance? Well, again, you have the round number theory, and then you also have the 100-day moving average right around 45.08. So again, a break of 45.08 on the daily, then it starts really getting interesting. Why? Because we could definitely retest 46.41, 46.30, which is about the highs that we had just, I think, a couple weeks ago. But again, with April seasonality going, usually after tax day, we get about a 4% increase in the S&P based on previous readings. So again, if that was the case where we are today, so that's around about 200 points, that'll get us to around 4,700 if we were following that. So again, by the end of the month, based on seasonality, I would say 46.41, 46.60 is in the cards. Would that break that inverse head and shoulder? You bet. That would definitely show that we have that upside, and it would follow that pattern. So again, all these kind of patterns, all these kind of technical analysis, again, they're not gospel. Again, they're just ways to kind of guide you to understand why price fluctuations actually matter. Price action really dictates all. So with that being said, I can't wait to send it to you guys and post it here. I think it's going to be a very informative one, and you guys are going to enjoy. Let's go and answer some questions. Good morning. Possible rejection and dump on Tesla today. Yes, Tesla is up this morning, as you know. They had their earnings report. Let's go and take a look at the hourly chart. Why the hourly chart? Because now we have Fibonacci levels to look at based on the most recent price action. Granted, I can go ahead and actually move this here, but we did break below the lows of this time. So again, what I can do is actually edit. Let me go if I can cancel this. So we can change these Fibonacci levels to kind of give us an idea of where we may possibly be going in terms of resistance and support. So let's go to 1243.49 being the top. We'll go to the invasion lows, I believe, 697.98. And you can see that now with an updated Fibonacci level, we did break above that 1035 resistance that we were stuck in a channel here for about a week and a half. We're above the 200-day on the hourly. It is a breakout on the hourly after hours. 1080 being your first resistance. If that does break, 1126 would be your next. So again, could we get a dump? Yeah, again, like I stated, I think we're going to get a little bit of a sell-off right at the open as Biden starts having his remarks regarding Ukraine and possibly more funding. Again, we could possibly just retest 1035 here. I think below 1,000 is obviously a buy, especially with the numbers that Tesla came out with. So again, below 1,000, I think that's worth a shot. Would I buy right at the open? No, I would not. Again, I'm a shareholder anyways, and even with SPY-G, and if you own S&P futures, you own a stake in Tesla anyway. So this stuff is really important. What am I watching today? Really, the most important thing today is really just to get SPY, and that's kind of what I'm looking at today. So I want to see if we do break above this level 448.89, which is the highs of the pre-market session. Really, the break level I had was 447.58. That pretty much what has got us home. So again, I want to get that trade out the way, and I want to see if the rotation from yesterday, meaning the banks getting all the love, industrials getting all the love, is that going to flip over to tech today? Because there's a lot of beaten down names that could be bought with Tesla having such a great quarter. Would Netflix be accounting to that? They are down pre-market, obviously. So again, I wouldn't kind of test the waters there either. I'd kind of wait for Netflix to see if we can bottom out. That might be below 200. Who knows? Taking a look at Apple, for example. Again, Apple, I would want to see 171.66 clear. Microsoft, I hit earlier this week. There's a gap to fill below. So again, not the best in terms of setups. Powell will speak later today, I think twice, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. So again, I wouldn't be rushing right in to do anything. Again, the only thing I want to rush into is get out of SPY. That's really much the one thing. I want to get my profit and I want to move on because it was a great, great trade. AMD's for calls. Let's see, AMD. AMD's just kind of hovering around. Remember, the semiconductors are taking a hit, and I think the only thing that's going to get them out of this funk is when AMD and NVIDIA report. So again, you're right here, right at the 50-day moving average. You're pretty much just hugging that support around 94.20. Would I do anything here? No. I would think I would just wait there. And SPY we're going to take in the morning. Airlines. Yeah, thank you. I told you about airlines. AAL reported some very strong numbers. Let me go ahead and get you that info right now. American Airlines jumps to 9% after second quarter outlook. That's a little below now. Operating revenue, $8.9 billion versus $4.01 billion. Passenger revenue, $7.82 billion versus $3.18 billion. Year-over-year estimate of $7.79 billion on passenger revenue. Their EPS is at a loss, negative 232 versus the loss of negative 432. So again, they're beating expectations across the board. And I've been saying it now. I was kind of positioning myself to get into the airlines. Again, guys, we're going to get that boom over the summer. I like jets. I have jets. I got in. AAL had a great call. I believe Alaska Airlines just had their call too, or they had their earnings. Look at UAL, United Airlines, soaring. Look at DAL, up as well, but again, not as much as UAL and AAL when they reported. DAL already reported. I believe that was last week. But take a look at Jets pre-market. Nice move. We got in, I believe, like around, if I can get the exact cost basis. Now, granted, I didn't buy tons. I bought 50 shares. And again, I want to scale in. This is more of a trade than anything else, kind of like what I did with XOP and TQQ. I got in at 22.34. We are up nearly $1 a share. Not really a cause for celebration. It's nice to see, but I do expect Jets to continue. I may even add to my position as we go along because we're now clear above that 200-day on the ETF for airlines. So again, that's a trade that I've been really watching for a little bit. I really like the airlines, and I'm really going for it. What happened to Roblox? A simple downgrade. Let's see. Were they downgraded? I have to take a look at that, but let's take a look at Roblox. I am a shareholder of Roblox as well. Kind of a bet on the metaverse. They are up pre-market, 37.45. So I don't know in regards to there was a downgrade or an upgrade. I didn't read anything on that. But again, in regards to Roblox, I guess it's more of the sympathy play. You're going to see the high betas start to catch a little fire as Tesla really knocked it out of the park with their great earnings call. Let's see. Had a question here. Oxy. I do have Oxy. Oil is up. It's breaking above the alert I had of 62.01. Let's see if we can get to 63. I still have those calls. And then let's see if we can get that push again. Tomorrow being expiry, but today is a full day. Let's see what happens. And good morning, John. He's asking what's my target for Jets. Yeah, my target for Jets here. This was an investment club trade that we did. Taking a look at the daily again, we're clear above the 200-day. Really, my first target is around 25.05. I think there I'd be pretty content with that trade. Remember, this is just a trade. It's not really much of an investment. Again, I have nothing against airlines, but I'm just looking to make some money on this one, just like TQQ. Would I want to invest in airlines long term? I still own some DAL, which is Delta, But again, Jets ETF, I'm going to get all of the global airlines, and I'm going to get that diversification too, even though it's in the same sector. But it's good to see that Alaska had a great quarter. I believe I retweeted that quarter with Alaska Airlines. Where is it? Thought I had it here. Let me see if I can find it. It's like everything is Elon Musk. Oh man, what a pain. Let me see if I can find it. Alaska Airlines, and they are up this morning. Let me get you the total. They're up about 5% this morning. Let me go and click on news. There you go. Alaska Air Group. This was yesterday. I guess I did see it this morning. I don't know. Oh, non-GAAP EPS. Here we go. Alaska Air non-GAAP EPS of negative $1.33 beats by 18 cents. So again, negative EPS. Revenue of 1.6 billion beats by 20 million. So there you go. They had a really good quarter as well. So that's UAL, that's DAL, that's AAL. That's great to see in Alaska. Now we just have to see what Southwest does. But again, I still like the airlines here. And let's see if we can get a little more of a push. I may have to add a little bit of shares if I can get above 20, or we're at 23 now. Wow, we are breaking. So 23.71. If we can break above, I may just add to that position, and it'll give me a little room. I may use a trailing stop as we go along for the actual 25.05 break, because then I'll use that as my next stop loss as I target the recent highs of 27.44. So again, I like this setup here. Again, obviously use proper risk management as always. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Make sure to hit that like button if you like this video. The options bootcamp will be coming soon. I appreciate it as always. Have a great rest of your morning. We'll catch you guys later for the after market recap. Cheers, guys.